First Minister, is your gender recognition reform bill dead now, or do you still intend to go to court to challenge the Section 35 order? And when it comes to those within your party who've criticised your approach to this, have they got a point, do you now accept, or should they be considering whether they stand again for the SNP at the next election or stand down?
Let me take those points in turn. My position in terms of challenging the use of a Section 35 order hasn't changed. I think when I stood here 2 weeks ago, I articulated my view that it is important to do that, firstly, in terms of the particular and specific subject matter, but secondly, because I think there is a need to have greater clarity around the circumstances in which it is appropriate for the UK government to use a Section 35 order. So my position on that hasn't changed. In terms of the bill, Parliament as a whole, by a two-thirds majority, with MSPs of all parties within that two-thirds majority, passed that bill before Christmas. I think it was right to do so. In doing so, it followed on from many other countries who have legislation of that nature already in place. In fact, since we did that, at least one other country that I'm aware of, Finland, last week, has also passed similar legislation, and obviously we have the Section 35 issue to work our way through. Much of the coverage in the last couple of weeks has understandably focused on an individual case, and a very serious individual case of somebody convicted of rape. And I think when cases like that arise, it is important that they are dealt with seriously and appropriately, as has been the situation in this case. But there's no other group in society where the actions of an individual or a small minority would be used to take away or undermine rights of the whole group in society. And I don't believe that should be the case for the trans community, the vast majority of whom, overwhelming majority of whom, like the population generally, never commit any offences or crimes of any description. In terms of your final point, I think the question you asked me was, do I think people should be standing down from the SNP? No, I don't. Like any party, probably anywhere in the democratic world, there is a general expectation that no matter our personal views, we broadly accept the platform on which we stand, if we stand for a party. But equally, in probably every party that is a democracy, and every democracy in the world, there are individuals who can't accept the position on particular issues and vote accordingly. That is internal party democracy, and I think it may be rare in the SNP, it is rare in the SNP, but nevertheless I think we should see it in that way.